So if you watched my last video, you know I got rained on really, really good. So I expect that overflow. I expect those gifts. I expect those blessings and all that's going to come with it. But I wasn't done talking. I have some more to say. Perception is almost everything. It's perception met by the actions based off of that perception that make it everything, that complete that thing, that make it full circle. If you perceive things in a negative light, then negative things will flow in your life. If you perceive things in a healthy light, a positive light, then healthy things, positive things will flow more so in your world. There is negativity out there all around you when you step out into the world. That doesn't mean you have to consume it. What you have to do is remain strong, remain positive, remain healthy inside out, so that when you do go out and you're surrounded by that negative energy, you give your mind, body, and soul something to war against that thing. And you won't even have to lift a finger because you're already conscious, you're already strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. So it would be natural for you to have that stuff bouncing off of you like it ain't nothing. It won't take resonance in your mind. It won't take resonance in your heart. It won't take resonance in your soul because you're filled with health, power, strength, joy, because that's what you feed yourself. See, people who don't consume healthy things, who don't take in healthy things, they let that stuff reside in them when they go out there into this challenging world. And you let it reside in you, and then you take it home. You take it home and you let all that frustration out on people that you're supposed to love and supposed to be happier to be around. It's supposed to be uplifting. Let me tell you, man, there's enough out here to deal with. Enough. Enough. When you go home, go to the place that you call home, that's supposed to be a peaceful place, a joyful place, a happy place. If you're compromising that, if you're contradicting that, then you need to check yourself. Because that's how you lose people. That's how you lose people that love you. That's how you lose people that are good to you. That is how you lose the dreams that you've had your whole life. Everybody has a chance to live out their dreams, but you blow it. You blow it when you consume negativity. You blow it when you put harmful things into your body. Listen to harmful voices that harm your spirit. Coronavirus. If you are scared of the coronavirus, what are you doing besides social distancing and besides wearing a mask? Have you changed your diet? Have you done that? Have you at least cut back on the meat and dairy? I know it's hard for some people to just cut it out completely, but have you done that? If you haven't, then you're most susceptible to catch not only that, but any other man-made disease they come up with. Because that's putting mucus in your body. Meat and dairy, I think dairy is worse than the meat sometimes. When you consume dairy, dairy is nothing but mucus. You're putting straight mucus inside of your body. When you consume meat, well, that's a whole other thing right there. These animals are brutally murdered, slaughtered. And once upon a time, the essence of that meat that you're eating was in there. There was a soul in there that left that body, that left that meat that you're consuming, and it left in the most horrific way. They don't stick a needle in these animals and put them to sleep. They slaughter them and chop them up while they're alive. These animals are feeling pain and screaming, and you can say it's just an animal all you want to. It's not your job to kill them and cut them up and eat them. If you was a real meat eater, I believe it's called carnivore. I don't know. Don't judge me. Don't do it. Uh, if you were a true meat eater, you wouldn't have to process the meat. You know how we could just pick an apple off a tree, wash it off, and eat it? You know how you could just eat broccoli raw, wash it off, and eat it? Plant-based, things that grow, you don't have to process and eat it because we're made to eat that. But if you, like a lion or a tiger or any kind of other meat eater, kill a cow and you just eat it as it is, you're going to get sick. You're going to get sick quicker than you do when you eat it after you cook it. Because it's still going to make you sick in some shape, form, or fashion. Not to mention, they're pumping it up with hormones and all kinds of stuff that cause cancer and stuff. But you're so accustomed to eating it because that's the way you grew up, and that's what you were taught. And because at this point it is just so good to you that you just say, you ignore all that. This is going in one ear and out the other for some people, but for others, the ones that I'm reaching, is sticking here, and it's uniting with this up here. And you'll feel what I'm saying. You'll take notice of what I'm saying. And when you do cut out the meat and the dairy, you will feel the difference. And your inner glow will shine through on your outer glow. If your way of thinking has been unhealthy for you and hasn't done much for you, hasn't enabled you to grow and be the best version of who you are, then you need to check yourself. I had to check myself. I'm glad I did because, man, life is beautiful now. Challenges are still coming at me. They're going to always come at me. There's always going to be something to come at me. But my perspective, the way that I see things now, and what I put into my body, is not only nourishing my physique, but it is also nourishing my mind and my spirit. Because spirits linger. Spirits linger. When you eat those animals, something about that soul is gone, but something about the spirit of that animal was left in there. Something about it was left in there. And you're consuming that. Just like liquor. They call it wine and spirits for a reason. Because they sift most alcohol. I think the only alcohol they don't sift through meat is white tequila. All the others sifted through meat. I'm not sure about wine, though. I'm not sure about that. Either way it goes, alcohol is toxic. No judgment from me. It's just something that I cut out of my life, and I feel I'm glad that I did. So whatever spirits they sifting through that dead meat, dead, it's putting death into your body, and you will become what you eat. The fear of that animal will be in you. The pain of that animal will be in you because that's what you are intaking. You don't believe me? Cut it out and see what happens in your world. See what happens to your mindset and your spirit. See what happens when you cut those things out. What have you got to lose? You have everything to gain. Trust me, speaking from my heart, showing you some love, expressing myself. You got a whole lot to gain. You have nothing to lose by giving it a shot. It's healthy. What's unhealthy about a plant-based diet? Vegetables, grains, fruits. What's unhealthy about consuming only those things? What is unhealthy about consuming meat and dairy? Why don't you answer those two questions? Not answer it for me, but answer it for you. Much love, my Unity Riders. Much love to all my lovers of humanity and all people who value life itself, because life is valuable, life is beautiful, and life is worth living. I love you all. Stay united.